Hello everyone, I've just got back from a summer party in central Rio de Janeiro, so I'm feeling reasonably tired this evening, but I'm just going to give you a short update of where I visited and what I found today. So this morning I headed to the Porto region, and I was going to be participating in a short walking tour of the Porto area, and been taken to certain sites that were certainly prominent during Brazil's history. So we were able to visit a couple of museums, so I posted some updates on Twitter using the Rio Zones hashtag, so you can have a look at some of the images that I posted up there. But yeah, it was really to get a picture of how the port had been developed during each of the mega event phases, so from the FIFA World Cup through to Rio 2016 Games. And it seemed as though the VLT, which is the metro system that had been installed, had really ripped through the heart of these communities. So the disruption and chaos of over 4 years had really disrupted business there. There was now businesses that were no longer operating. Only really the businesses that were sitting on the corner streets were now were only there. And so, yeah, it seemed that it was really depressing to see what the situation was in the area. So I went to visit the Gamboa Olympic site, which was meant to be a legacy for that particular area. And again, there were no real facilities in operation. There were a couple of dance classes that were taking place inside the Gamboa facility. However, the football field, the running track looked abandoned. The swimming pool, although the people using it wasn't well maintained, and it was incredibly disappointing to see again. I stayed around the area for a short period of time. I also went to visit a local business that had recently been set up in the area. It was a blues bar, so I was able to have a look around to see what was happening there and to see how the Olympic Games had really impacted this business. And yeah, I spoke to the manager there, and yeah, they weren't really receiving that many tourists, that many local people weren't visiting, and it was only open in the evening time. However, it had a lot of imported alcohol there. It had a pretty good menu, so it really could be taking advantage of food during the day, because there wasn't really that many areas servicing the local community or servicing other tourists that potentially could visit and have lunch during the day. So again, it was in a very difficult situation. A small business had set up, looking to promote some of the music around that area, and really it was suffering because of the lack of footfall. There were very few locals and tourists around. And yeah, it suffered immensely from that. So after I headed from the blues bar, I headed back to the Porto region again, just to have another brief look at some of the changes there. So I will post a video up on Twitter again, just to show you what the footfall was like and how many visitors were actually there in the site during the day. But again, it didn't seem as busy. The space wasn't as animated, and compared to in the week, actually, there were very few people even around. Food traders that weren't really occupying the space anymore. So again, they're seen just from the changes from Tuesday. Yeah, you've seen rather large changes, and it's again. So it was really, whether there has been any development or legacy in those areas is debatable. So after I finished in my brief look around the Porto Maravilha site again, where some of the museums are located, the Museum of Tomorrow, the Museum of Rio, the Rio Museum of Art, I then headed back to the hotel to prepare for some bits and pieces that I'm doing for the next week. So hopefully tomorrow Nikki and I are going to be going out to do a few touristic activities to go and enjoy ourselves for a day, because we really haven't had an opportunity to go and, I suppose, be a tourist in Brazil and Rio de Janeiro. So we're prepping our interviews for the next week, but we're going to have a well-earned day off tomorrow, I think. So we're going to be having a look around, see what we can find. But hopefully we'll do a short update tomorrow to keep you updated of where we've been and how we found the day. But I'll speak to you tomorrow, and if I don't see you tomorrow, I'll speak to you on Monday.